and we gonna dance and we gonna move. Hey, I didn't see you. This is the Animated Male Podcast, episode number 2. Welcome to episode number 2. Welcome back, y'all. How y'all week been? Hope y'all weekend's been good. Hope y'all did something fun for the weekend. Didn't do anything too dangerous, because you got to protect yourself and protect the people out there. What am I talking about? Anywho, welcome back to the podcast, Animated Male Podcast. For now, I'm not sure if I'm gonna name it something else, but we'll see. And today, I wanna discuss. I want to get into the big three, not the Ice Cube NBA League thing, the big three of anime, because I feel like as we know, like the big series that are out there, obviously Dragon Ball was one of the best anime series ever. And so, but I don't think Dragon Ball was ever in a big three, like, because I guess when the manga series were being published back then, obviously Dragon Ball, well, I don't even think they had a super competitive scene like that. So, but the main big three that we all know is Luffy. I say Luffy. It's One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach. But there hasn't been a big three after that, or like a solid big three after that. Like, what other big three is there? Because those three were at their pinnacle, like the greatest series to watch. And like, even though we have other series to come after, I feel like there's still not like a solid big three. Maybe it'll be something that will be able to push a genre, but it won't be something that will like push a culture. You feel me? Because what Naruto and One Piece and Bleach did at their height, they pushed the culture of anime and manga forward. They pushed it, rather than just creating a different kind of excitement. Like, I feel like it, because when you think of shonen, you always think of kiddie, childish type thing. But when Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece were at its peak all together at the same time, bruh, it was bringing in people out the woodworks that was like, yo, this Bleach is crazy. This freaking Naruto, what? You see the Sage Mode? One Piece, oh my god, they're doing a time skip. Oh my gosh, all those moments were like epic moments, man. So they're like, even though there's good series out, but currently, I don't even know currently what the big three would be. Because One Piece, I don't think One Piece should still be considered in it. I feel like One Piece is at the god level. Because later on we're gonna get into some of my top favorite series that I like to watch. But right now we're gonna talk about the big three. Like, they're like, right now the big three, I would say, is what? Black Clover, My Hero Academia, and, well, One Punch Man is not really shown in. Tokyo Ghoul's over. Tokyo Demon Slayer, but I don't even, that's not a shonen. Like, what would be the Fairy Tail? But Fairy Tail is not really good like that. It's still like, what would a solid big three be? Like, I don't know. Like, because the only ones that I know for sure, which is giving me like that feeling of like, oh man, this is amazing, is Black Clover. Like, legit Black Clover. I enjoy Black Clover. Now, the only thing with Black Clover that separates from the other big threes from the past is the animation, man. Like, I feel like a lot of their episodes, they're holding back on the animation, man. Like, I feel like even if it's not like super produced or super overly hype episode, at least it's not like clink, oops, sorry, clink, clink, clink. Like, you can see the frames. You can see the frames active. I'm just like, come on, man. This is poor and lazy animation. like even filler episodes of like these main big series back in the day, the animation was much better than how the normal animation in Black Clover is, man. So like I feel as if the animation is lacking a bit with the newer ones. Obviously, the more technology increases, lazier people get it with the animation, so they'll skimp. They'll skimp everything. So I would say that's the only gripe that I really have about Black Clover. But other than that, man, the development of the characters, the stories, and the excitement, the anticipation it creates, so many messages and so many hidden situations that you have to look out for in order to catch the bigger picture later on. It's just like there's so many gems in this anime, man. It has everything that attributes a big three. So I definitely would put big Black Clover in the big three. What I say after that? My Hero Academia. I would say My Hero Academia would be considered for the new big three as well, because not only are the characters diverse. I mean, it captures that typical feel that we get from shonen characters. Obviously you have the weak character who gets strong and gets motivated. It's a typical. I feel like it's a typical approach to creating a hero manga, but well, at least a bad guy versus good guy type manga or anime series. But the one thing that I feel this one does from most popular shonen titles is that they actually call out the bad guys and the villains. Like they have an academy for heroes. So whoever is involved with this academy are legit gonna be called heroes. And then they have the villains. One Punch Man did this has done the same thing. But I can't recall which came first. But regardless, they separate from hero and villain with the title, so immediately you have an expectation of heroes and villains, and there's going to be some kind of clash. It's not like that in a lot of the animes. It's not like that. It's not like that in Dragon Ball. It's not like that in One Piece, because like even in One Piece, it's like the navies, they are considered the bad guys to our point of view, because like they're not the pirates, but technically the navies are protagonists, so they're technically good, and the pirates are bad, because they are going on land that's owned by government and going and doing stuff, and they're looting and doing things that pirates do. So technically they are the antagonists, but I guess it's all about perspective. But I feel like that's another anime that doesn't really like classify this as a hero versus villain. Same thing with Dragon Ball Z, or yeah, with Dragon Ball Z, when that was like at its peak, like we already knew who were like the heroes, or the not necessarily heroes, but just people who protect. Goku and his squad. And then you get to when Vegeta joins, like you can't even for a minute you like, yo, is Vegeta good? Is he bad? I don't know what the fuck Vegeta is, man. Same thing with Piccolo. I was like, shit, we need to watch Piccolo. And same thing with the androids. When Android 18 first got wished back, you was a little skeptical that something might happen, man. But so there's no fine line of like good and bad guys in most animes, and this one pinpoints it in My Hero Academia. But yeah, their character diversity, their story, the animation. The animation in My Hero Academia is what makes it really, really good. It makes it really, really, it makes it more enjoyable. So not only is the story something that makes you want to indulge in and get lost in, but the animation keeps you excited, and it makes you like, oh my god, this was so sick. Like, just imagine that All Might, the All for One and One for All fight. Just imagine the animation that was crummy. It would take away from the greatness that is My Hero Academia. So you gotta salute off to the production of whoever, I can't remember off top, who does the production for My Hero Academia, but like you gotta salute them, because they contribute every episode to giving animation that's like just like, oh my god, I can't wait to see this again, man. So yeah, that would be I would say My Hero Academia would be definitely considered in the top three. I wouldn't. I can't. Only animated I can think of now is One Piece. But unless you want to put like One Punch Man in there, or Mob Psycho, or Demon Slayer, but I don't really see. Let me take a swig of water, but I don't really see how Demon Slayer and My Hero Academia, because they're different. They're just totally different. But I would just give it back to One Piece, and One Piece goes in there because I feel like One Piece can go on forever. One Piece can honestly go on forever, or maybe JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. No, I wouldn't put no. But yeah, I feel like One Piece could go on forever. Like I believe the author said he's like 50% done with the series. He already knows how he wants it to end, but he's 50% done with the series. I'm like, bruh, this anime manga has been out. Well, the manga has been out longer than I've been alive, you know. And the anime is so many freaking episodes that it'll make you want to read the manga because you're so far behind. But yeah, man. So I would say those would be the current big three, and I don't see any other. I don't know. One Piece, I don't know if we should put One Piece in this category, so it's kind of hard. But for sure, we have a big two. But like it's crazy because in this day and age, it's hard to call it because there's not an anime that's moving the culture forward. Like Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super coming back, or being launched. That is moving the culture. That is pushing it forward. Not only is it bringing the OGs back, it's bringing people like, cause like Dragon Ball Z is just the Dragon Ball franchise. It's exciting. It has like they're like the king of the power up and all that stuff. So like it goes without saying, even if the animation in the Dragon Ball Super isn't as good as like the predecessors, it still gives you that excitement, and they put in work on those major episodes when Jiren fought Goku, and when Vegeta first went Super Saiyan, like Super Blue or whatever, when what's her name, the Caulifla, when she was fighting Goku, and that they make sure that the animation is crisp. Each time he ever went Ultra Instinct, it was a moment because they went hard on that animation. I'm just thinking about it, I'm getting excited, man. The music they would play, I fucking love that shit, man. Oh my god, that. Oh my gosh, and Jerry be sitting there. Ah, man. Oh my god, it makes me want to go back and watch. I think I'm gonna watch that. I love that entire arc, man. But anywho, let me not get sidetracked because I can get sidetracked on Dragon Ball Super forever. Um, but since we had the big three is such a different, but it's such a difference. But I don't think there will ever be another big three like the Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach series. Like, and I think what makes those three stand out so much, like how I feel like they're so impactful. Like, granted, I feel like Bleach, they dropped the ball at the end of the anime with them going into the full bring. Like, granted, it did continue in the manga, but they stopped animation on it. So it didn't get its flowers. It didn't get its proper flowers like I felt it should have, because they fucked up after the Aizen. Like, after Ichiko went all out, lost his powers, or what is it, Shinigami. He lost his Shinigami soul, whatever the fuck. He lost his powers, and that should have been it. Like, Aizen was sealed up in Soul Society, and Ichiko, he lost everything, But One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach, when they were at their pinnacle, they were unbeatable. Now, what I feel is special about these three animes, these series, is the characters. Like hands down the characters. Aside from the storyline, because all the storylines are pretty confusing a little bit. I feel like the Bleach storyline is the more confusing than anything. But I mean, they're still simple, but they're still a little bit confusing because you know you got to figure out what the fuck Ichigo is, and so but I feel like all of these have characters that just make you love them, especially One Piece, especially One Piece. Like as broad as these characters are, some make brief appearances and you see them in like the beginning of the series and then maybe later within the series. But like Bon Clay, originally a bad guy, then he comes back and he's in Impel Down, and then like he becomes really close with Luffy, man. So and how Sanji and he's so him and Zolo and their interaction and Luffy in general, just he's so straightforward, blunt. Think about Blackbeard, you think about Fire Fist Ace, it's just you think about Crocodile. It's just so many cool ass characters in this series. Like it just like you can't help but like them. Like Boa Hancock, she is my favorite character. Not number one. Luffy's number one, Zolo's number two, and Boa Hancock, she would be number three. She's so sexy. She a boss chick. She a boss chick in position. She running her squad. She got her own little island. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, yo, Boa Hancock, and then she looks down on all them peasants. Her little look that she do, oh my god, I freaking love it. I love it. So and like when she gets to Luffy, because Luffy's so strong in her eyes, she like I can see it. She gets all like super butterfly, and but when it comes to anybody else, she looks down on them. I fucking love it. But yeah, man. So the One Piece, the characters are so interesting, and so with Naruto, their characters are so badass. Like as cool as the One Piece characters are, I would say the badass scale of characters, I say it would fall on Naruto. Now, yeah, I would. Yeah. No, I would give the badass characters to Bleach. I would give the Naruto characters depth, more like characters that you understand. There's characters you can relate to with all their stories and all that. There's not many stories or that you can really relate to yourself in Bleach, but there are badass characters in Bleach with attributes that you can appreciate, you know. So within Naruto, you get such a more dark feeling for the characters. Like everything, it's sort of realistic, but it's also a bit of fantasy, you know, because it's ninjas and you know hand signs and jutsus and all that stuff. And then they have these quirky personalities. Like one of the most quirky personalities in this series, I say, would be like Orochimaru and Jiraiya. You know, Orochimaru for one, this guy is old and keeps escaping death. He just keeps getting new bodies and staying in his youth. But and his freaky little tongue. Jiraiya, on the other hand, he's a badass and he's also a pervert, you know? So you get all these quirky characters. Naruto himself, he's a quirky character, man. The most the most serious character in this series is Sasuke. You know, he's basically the protagonist slash antagonist in the series. He's basically the main character as well as Naruto, you know. But you know, I don't have to go around each character, but there's just so much you can pick up from each character. Like, for instance, when I first started getting into Naruto, I first seen Itachi and how he played Sasuke and all that stuff. I was just like, man, I do not like Itachi. I do not like him. I don't respect this guy. But then you find out his story. You find out Itachi's story and how he is the one who held it down. Like he killed his entire clan for the sake of the village, you know, but he couldn't kill his little brother. Like he just couldn't do it, man. I was just like, yo, Itachi is a real one. He is a real one, man. He did what he did for the sake of his village. Like he was the true ninja. He was the true Hokage, you know, but he got persevered, cursed on, and looked down upon. history tainted background throwing rocks on, you know. But Itachi, man, he is the ninja of ninjas. And even Kisame, like I feel like Kisame is a ninja at heart because he died protecting what was true to him. Like he was a true ninja. But Itachi he became my favorite after like I understood like so much that you know what I mean I had to get him. uh can I get a good shot of that? Had to get it tatted on me, you know what I mean? Up. The Mangekyo. So, you know what I mean? Itachi's, man, that's my guy. My guy. And then Bleach. Let's move on to Bleach. Bleach was so good. The story, the characters, like the characters in there, they were so unique. Just even the humans, like before we even get to the Aranker, Espada, and the Soul Society, Chad, Orihime, what's his Four Eyes, Eureka, what is his name? Ishida, and then you have you know his little side friends, and then you have Ichiko, and then eventually, obviously, Rukia when she comes back from Soul Society. But just the normal characters, the humans, they are unique. Their powers are unique, man. And Orihime's the big, busty, goofy chick, you know, who cares about people. Chad, he's the silent guy. He doesn't want to hurt nobody, but he's always down for that smoke. You feel me? He's ready for the smoke. You know what I mean? And Ichiko, he's the one who always sticks up for his friend. He's down to get it. You know what I mean? You trying to throw them things? Let's do it, you know? And so just from the normal aspect of it. And then when we get introduced to the Espada and then Soul Society, the captains and lieutenants, I'm just like, yo, it's like you learn the lieutenants from freaking I can't even the little pink haired chick who was with Kenpachi. And then you get like the lieutenants were badass, Renji, Rukia. Then the captains were all badass. My favorites are Toshido and Byakuya. Also Aizen. Like when they first got into Aizen, like and they killed Aizen. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think anything of it when they killed Aizen. I was like, damn, somebody done fucked up Aizen. I said I don't care about him anyway. He didn't look like that much of a good character. It's just that chick Momo, she was obsessed with Aizen, you know, Aizen, you know. But yeah, man. And then when Aizen came back, hit the okie doke on them, him, Tosin, and Gin, them motherfuckers rose up. Ichimaru Gin, that was just they rose up. That motherfucker took his glasses off, put his hair back. I was like, oh, Aizen. Oh shit, fucking something got in my eye. I was like, oh my god, Aizen, you are a bad ass. What the fuck, man? But yeah, that part, oh my gosh, like I that made me lose it, and that made me love Aizen. So like Toshido and Aizen are like my favorites. Kenpachi's a badass. I also like Neliel. I like the Grimjaw and Ukuria. Those are cool. Espadas. Okuria's his final form, like when he fought Ichigo, that was a badass form, you know. So that's why I feel like that big three stood out, and like, you know, the animation was all good, so much diverse characters, and the stories keep you enthused and makes you want to see more of it, you know. At least especially in Naruto. I feel like Naruto and One Piece. Yeah, I would say Naruto and One Piece are the ones that peak at that, you know, like the stories and, you know, getting, I don't know, man, but I just that's why I feel like those three stood out. And this current anime, this current session of anime, it has that same culture around it, you know. So that's just how I feel about it now. Those, like, and thinking about that, it makes me think about some of my favorite anime, and like, how would I rank some of my favorite animes from top 10? Let's say top 10. But I would say that's hard to do. Like, I can't do that because Dragon Ball will always be number one in my heart. I will always have a bias towards Dragon Ball because it's the anime that got me into watching any other anime. So I refuse to think anything or even put the words in my mouth that anything is better than Dragon Ball because I just don't feel that way. It has a big part of my life. Um, and same thing with Gantz. Gantz changed the way I viewed anime. Like, oh my god, they do not hold back, and it was so trippy for me. Let's see, but okay, I would say the gods of anime that I can't place in any particular order because I will always have an automatic bias towards it. The gods of anime for me would be Dragon Ball Z, um, Gantz for sure, and surprisingly Naruto, you know, because that's not as recent, but um One Piece and no, no, yeah, One Piece and Death Note. Like Death Note for sure. Oh my gosh, Death Note stays in my top 3. Oh my gosh, like see, and that's why you can't do it because you like so much. But those for me will automatically be up there in rotation. Same thing with probably even Bleach and stuff like that. I don't know, but I just can't say that just because I have such an attachment to the characters, you know. Um, but I would say currently, like aside from the animes that I put on a god level, the top 5 currently, I would say within maybe the past few years to this point would be I'm not gonna put this in any particular order, not in any particular order, but just the top 5 or just the series that I would consider to be in my top 5. It would first thing that comes to mind is what's that? Black Clover. It's first thing come to mind. What's that? I don't know. Motherfuckers in your mind. Oh, Black Clover. That comes to mind. That episode where what's his name? What's it? Langridit was fighting against his brother. Langridis was fighting against his brother. Dude, that's Finral. He was going against Finral, and then he was about to kill his brother. And then everyone from the Clover Kingdom that was there got up ready to go. I was like, yes, this is the feeling that I want when I watch an anime. Like, I haven't gotten that feeling since Goku first went Ultra Instinct in Dragon Ball Super. It's been that long since I got that feeling from watching an anime. Like, legit tears were coming out of my eyes from excitement when the Clover Kingdom, everyone, and especially when Magna and Luck, Luck was like, "Fuck this tournament, I will kill you." You know what I mean? I was like, "Yo," and Asa was there. Oh my gosh, I'm getting sweaty thinking about it now, but it's just so exciting, and I love that feeling. So Black Clover would definitely always be up there for me. What you know? Can I? Is it fair to put Dragon Ball Super? No, it's not fair because I still relate that to Dragon Ball Z. So no. But One Piece, no, that's a god. So yeah, I believe Black Clover and Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer would be 2. Shin, was it Demon Slayer? No Metsu no Yaiba. Kimetsu no Yaiba. Demon Slayer, so good. Even though it's only what 15 episodes in. Oh my gosh, I am hooked. The story, there hasn't been one bad episode. There hasn't been one bad episode since this series has been released in an anime. Has not been one bad episode. And what I like about this anime is that the character, he's such a likable guy. You know, he's such a likable guy. The animation in this is crisp. It's sort of a heart-wrenching, it's a tears, like man, like this stuff is happening to this guy. His entire family gets, you know, murdered, but and his sister gets turned into a demon, and he has to carry her. And along this way, he doesn't want to hurt anybody, want to fight. He just wants to live life and be the best that he can be. But then this tragic thing happened, and now he becomes a demon slayer. He has to learn how to fight, and he's doing all this while trying to figure out a way to take his sister. Turn his sister back into a human, you know, because she's half demon now, you know. So it's just like, in the artwork in it, Oh my gosh! And so far they just introduced like two new characters, Zenitsu and Inosuke. If they're gonna be part him and Tanjiro, I guess Tanjiro, which is the main character, he's going to be on a journey with them. And their personalities are so different. Inosuke, he's more wild, like a boar, which is that helmet he has on him. He's more wild and he doesn't make sense of people when they do normal things. Like if I'm being nice to you and want to give you something caring from the heart, he's confused, like, what the fuck? So it makes me curious about his past and why he thinks this way. Um, and he's wild and he's always looking for a challenge. And what's his name? Zenitsu, on the other hand, he's shy, but on the other hand, he's a scaredy cat. That's what he is. He's a punk. Oh my god, you see? But when girls come out, he gets protective and wants to. He's like a he's like a dude who falls for girls easy. So like when he first ran into when him and Tanjiro first met, he was mainly talking about some girl, and then later on, once he found out that Tanjiro has his sister, a cute little girl, in his back, he's just like, I want to get out. He just starts wild out. So he has this personality, and also he goes into a state of unconsciousness and he becomes a complete badass. He becomes a complete badass when shit hits the fan. He becomes a badass. So that is to me what makes that series so unique, or it's making it even more unique. Because they already started off with the character development, and this is one series that I would say that they don't do as many flashbacks. Like, I enjoy series that don't do many flashbacks, that creates the core of the story without having flashbacks be the source of it. That's how it mainly was in Naruto. Flashbacks. So that one would definitely be in my top five. Top number 3 anime would be, I would say, Dororo. I would say One Punch Man, because that's still going. Dororo's done. Dororo was still good, but I wouldn't put that in my current top 5. But yeah, One Punch Man is really good. Granted, they switched production, or the people who were originally doing the animation for it, they switched to a different company or whatever. I don't know, but the animation isn't as good. But granted, it doesn't take away from the craziness and silliness that is One Piece. It gives you this crazy animation or fight scenes and scenarios that happen between Saitama and the random people that he interacts with. But then on the other hand, you also get good fight sequences. You get cool looking characters. You get the comedy that comes with it. So there's so many elements that make this anime really good. And the tournament scene, it always makes you want to, like, man, I can't wait. It's like two sides of a coin. It's like you're hoping that Saitama runs into somebody that gives him a challenge, or at least that's how I'm looking at it. Like, you hope for that, but on the other hand, you also want him to be the one who just shows up and whoops the hero, the bad guys, the villains, the monsters with one punch. It makes you want to see that. So that's what I feel it'll, like, regardless of how the animation is on season 2, it makes you want to see more of it. And Gato, they do, the thing is like, since Saitama's sort of like a gag character, it's not much that you could really go on as far as him as a person. So what they do is develop a lot of the side characters and a lot of the bad guys, and it makes you more interested in them as well as Saitama. So that's why I feel like One Piece is a really good anime for this one. I don't know. Top 5 Dororo, maybe. Devilman Crybaby. What is that? The one with the pink hair chick. Damn it, it's drawing a blank. Made in Abyss. I don't know. What would you let me know y'all top 5 animes? Because I can only really think of 3. Like, there's animes that I enjoy, but I'm not sure if I can really think of more than 5 at the moment. But those would be my top 3. I do have high hopes for Vinland Saga and Dr. Stone, and I'm not really sure how I feel at the moment about Fire Force, but we'll see. But I have high hopes about Dr. Stone, and because Boichi, I love the artwork. I love Sunken Rock. Boichi does that for Dr. Stone, but Vinland Saga is a really good manga, so I'm expecting and hoping good things for that. So yeah, do me a favor and let me know in the comment below, like besides the ones that you would place in an all-time high, even Rurouni Kenshin would be on that list for me. Rurouni Kenshin, um, Outlaw Star, Cowboy Bebop. These are all animes that I can never ever overlook or overshadow or anything like that. So let me know. Let me know your top 5 or just some of your god animes that you will not allow anything to be over it. It's just something you always like. And let me know your current list of animes. Let's just do top 5 for both. Top 5 of god animes if you have it, or top 5 of current favorite animes right now. So we get a good feel for what y'all like out there. And I mean, so yeah, just do that. Tweet me or put them in the comments below, and we can talk about that. I didn't really get any spotlights or anything like that. Podcast is still growing, but I didn't get any spotlights. But I'll play another song of mine, since I'll play like a little snippet of it. I won't let y'all just listen to all of it. Just give me about 2 minutes of your time. It's anime theme, gaming theme, nerd theme. Let's see. Last time I gave y'all True Nakama. This one is inspired by Tokyo Ghoul.
What's life? What's life? Without a little bit of pain.
It's inspired by Tokyo Ghoul.
At least you're alive, right?
Round it up a little bit. Little bit.
But what if that pain becomes too much to live with?
I feel nothing. I feel absolutely nothing. Numb to the pain, dry in the rain. A shell of who I was is all that remains. How many shots of liquor are required for consumption? How many dumb actions must be committed in vain? Dead on the inside, it's all frozen, closed to the world and never coming open. Roses don't bloom, birds don't chirp, smiles don't form, and pain doesn't hurt. Stripped of any titles, only to lift the curse. If death was a disease, I hope to catch it first. Embracing is a burden, touching's even worse. Seeing brings up the memories that work the nerves. Tried too many times, fought for what was right. Failed with every try and lost during the fight.
I mean, honestly.
Hey, I killed that shit. All right. Yeah, that's a little snippet of that. Put me in the spotlight. I'm working on the albums called, I'm thinking I'm going to name it Animated Energy. We'll see. Yeah, working on the album. Maybe I'll put it on Spotify. Yeah, I'll probably more likely put it on Spotify. Or I'm thinking about creating my own website. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, man, make sure y'all can send me in some links to y'all SoundClouds or whatever if y'all want. If y'all want to support my music, right now it's on Spotify under YBM. You can check that out. I have 2 albums. One is called Working on a Dream. The other one is called Lynn. No pressure, of course. Check it out. But yeah, I do rap, and I want to let that be known. So I'm actually thinking I'm going to start putting out, because I have so many songs. I have like over 300 songs that I've recorded, and I just want to put it out there. I'm not doing anything with it, so I need to just put it out there. So I'll probably release some music every week. I got to pick a day, probably Wednesday. I'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I think that's all we got to talk about today. Got the music, got Spotlight, gaming trends. Let's see what's trending in the world right now. Go to Twitter. See what's trending in the world of Twitter. Scarlett Johansson said her authentic casting comments were taken. I don't know. National Nude Day. It's National Nude Day, everyone. I'm not sure what part of the country that's in, but if y'all want to get naked, do it at home by yourself. If not, just put on some clothes like me, or get naked, not like me, but I'm not sure how National Nude Day started, but salute to whoever did it. You know what I mean? But isn't it weird that it's natural? Like being naked is humans in their most natural state. It's in we're natural like that. We're putting on clothes, hiding who we are. Now we're ashamed to see one another, you know. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. But like it's like it's normal for people to be nude, but we have to make a day out of it because it's something that's so rare, you know. But you know, that's just my little 2 cents about that. National Nude Day. James Bond report suggests Lashana. Let's see. Oh, they got a black lady. We got a black lady playing James Bond. Go ahead, sister. Go ahead, sister. That's dope, though. I mean, I guess for this day and age, it would be cool. I know a lot of, it's lately like a lot of roles, like, or a lot of characters, like they're changing. Like, they're adding more characters of color and different ethnic backgrounds or lifestyle, and they're I feel like it's good that they're catering to their audience, but is that also adapting to the times, you know? Because I don't think maybe not millions years ago, couple maybe decades ago, you would have thought a James Bond character would be played by a woman, let alone a black woman, you know. So I'm not sure if this woman is feminine or if she's masculine. You know, I don't know. Is she gay or she's straight? I don't know. But is this catering to a particular audience, or is she actually deserving of it? Or is it a combination of both? She's deserving, and also they're also just catering to an audience. Not her per se, but maybe the people who are producing the movie. I don't know. But regardless, I'm happy for all the change that's happening, or it's good changes too. It's not like it's something that's harming or holding people back. It's actually pushing people forward, I would say, you know, because it's not too many times you see women have main roles in films. You don't see them be the dominant characters in films that people go out there and get. And it's the same thing when it comes to black roles. You don't see them being highlighted as heroes as often, you know. So it's dope that she's a black woman being in these you know what, I take back that last statement about black heroes or whatever for guys. I take that back. But just in general, because I was thinking, as soon as I said that, Blade went through my mind, Meteor Man went through my mind. I don't know, so many thoughts went through my mind. Spawn, but I don't know, I feel like that's good. So Ariel, the mermaid chick, that's dope that a black person's playing her, you know. Salute. It's more roles for women too, you know what I mean? Don't forget about the brothers though. I mean, I know we shout out the women and do a thing for the women, but don't forget about the little brothers and essays, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I feel like diversity's just happened all over, which is good. It's good. Everyone's getting their love and all that stuff, so I think that's a good thing. So salute to her. What's her name? Lashana Lynch. Go ahead, girl, get your star and roll. Oh, let me go back. Let me go back. Let's see what else is trending. Astros to Rangers. Geraldo. I don't know. I don't be on sports like, especially not baseball. I can't do baseball, but I don't know. I think that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. If you all have anything you want me to help promote, if you have any questions, if you have any questions about anything, feel free to leave them in the comment box below. Yeah, because I don't really think there is. Yeah, leave them in the comment box below. Make sure you all subscribe if you haven't already, because yeah, I mean, we're trying to get this out there. And I think the next anime that I'm going to react to that I saw was the Fate Stay series, I believe. I believe those are going to be the next section of animes that I'm going to react to, you know, so look out for those sometime in the upcoming weeks. All right. And yeah, if y'all have any questions, any recommendations for any animes y'all want me to watch, and any thoughts on any animes that y'all want me to watch, or any mangas that y'all reading or anything like that, just feel free. Type away in the comment box below. Add me on Instagram, add me on Twitter. Everything is Animated Male except for Animated Universal Male. Follow me on Twitch. I'm going to start gaming sooner or later. I got to get back to it sooner or later, you know. But yeah, just do all that. Follow your boy, show me some love, and I'll make sure to return the same to you. Like I said, not sure if this name is going to be the name that sticks, but for now, it's the Animated Male Podcast. You all have a beautiful day. I gotta work on an outro and an intro. But yeah, until then, I will see you beautiful people later. Holla.